your mind can be in the trances, even with this beautiful view, and miss on everything, you know. The thing with schizophrenia is that you cannot control it. You can only take medication and do therapy. Amela Jana asks, does the medication help the voices? Does it make it less, or which medication do you find help the most with the voices? So Amela, definitely the medication doesn't help with the voices, but it doesn't make you have psychosis, you know. So I believe if I didn't have medication, I'll be walking around without a t-shirt on the streets and thinking people will harm me, you know. So I think the medication helps just some part of it. You're not fully recovered. It just regulates the challenge. That's what I call it. Recently, I was a little bit impulsive. I'm thinking it was from the Xanax, and I spent some money online, and I also got scammed. You know, I got exposed my information, and I felt awful. You know, and it's part of the challenge. You know, like you fell down, and you get up on your knees again. You stand up. I quit taking Xanax. I just wanted something to calm down. I just take Abilify now, the antipsychotic. They give it also for Tourette syndrome, treatment for schizophrenia, bipolar, autism. I also have a little bit of like shakiness. I think it's withdrawals from Xanax. I didn't take it a lot. I took it like 7 times in July, but I think my body a little bit got hooked up, and it's been like a week without it. None of it. I was in the past on Xanax, and it was hard quitting it. You feel sweaty, shakiness. So I'm not saying to not take medication about mental illness, okay? I'm not saying that. It's just, it's worse if you don't take it. If you take it, you're just a normal person. For me, maybe for others, they have psychosis, you know. One other thing I wanted to talk about is psychosis. I haven't had psychosis since 2014. So that's big progress, you know. There's been times that I almost relapsed in psychosis, but my family supports me, and I'm healthy. Psychosis for me is when you lose your train of thought, you lose your identity, who you are, like you don't know who you are. You're attractive to everyone. Everyone is attracted to you, no matter your sexual orientation. Like you get out of character, you know. I was telling my therapist that if I tell someone my story, that person that I'm telling the story to hasn't studied psychology or psychiatrist, the subject, they're gonna have a different explanation than a therapist and a psychiatrist. She told me yes. So I'm making this type of videos not to make people feel sorry for me, just to spread awareness, you know, because people have told me in the past when I started doing this series, now I'm doing it more, that not many people are doing it on YouTube, you know. Maybe they are, but you don't see it often about mental health. Like the moment we are sitting here, I'm hearing voices and stuff, but I'm here talking to you normally, you know. So it's a challenge that you adjust yourself to. And all the obsessions, the fears, the impulsiveness, you need to control it, you know. Like maybe it's hard to control it, but I'm drinking juice. I quit drinking coffee, I quit sugar, I quit alcohol. I started working out recently. I'm doing setups and push-ups. I wanna start walking outside when the weather gets more chill. It's hot now in Greece. So, to anyone going through hard times, like I was on Reddit, and there's a community about schizophrenia. And there was a girl that she wanted to kill herself 1 year ago. And I said I've been there, you know, when I was in psychosis 10 years ago in 2014, 11 years ago, and I was in the mental unit in the hospital. My mind was telling me jump from the window, jump from the balcony, but they didn't. The windows were closed, the balcony they didn't have any balconies, you know. So, and a person that makes sense, that has sense, says no, you don't jump from the balcony. Like no, you don't do that. But when you are in a manic state, you do stuff that don't make sense, you know. So now I'm with the medicine I mentioned earlier, Abilify, and it was a big bug. Yeah, and I feel good, you know. Like I woke up 8 a.m. today, 7:30 a.m., 8 a.m. Went to sleep like 3 a.m. I think. We have some pigeons here keeping us company. The sea is very good. Seems like you can go paddle with the board and the stand up paddle. I want to start doing that. You know, it's fear. It's fear that they keeping me inside. It's fear that keeping me inside doing these videos right now inside. Like I went to the balcony. That's more progress, you know. And maybe other videos gonna be outside in the sea and the nature. But it's hard with the thing that I have, you know. Like you think everyone is your enemy. You know, yeah. So that's all for me. Peace.